so much for coming on Tits and Giggles this week.
Well, my name is Candace. I went to school with Tasha, high school. And I am a social media micro influencer. For work, I work at a marketing agency, and I am currently 34 weeks pregnant.
Yep, my name is Denise. I also went to high school with Candace and Tasha. I'm a graphic designer, and I am almost 13 weeks pregnant.
All right, congrats, ladies. So this month is National Breastfeeding Month, so that's why I wanted to interview you ladies since you guys are new mommies.
Well, for me, I just found out long ago. It's weird. So much happening with your body, like your insides are being rearranged, and it's like this little alien inside, and I don't even know what to make of it yet.
How do you find out that you was pregnant?
I was totally shocked. I had no idea. I thought I was on my period. So I went to the doctor because I had a really long period. And apparently it was a subchorionic hemorrhage, which apparently is normal. If baby's healthy, I'm healthy. But because I was bleeding, I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. What are you talking about? Like, I came in here because I was on a really long period. And she was like, no, I promise you're pregnant. I was like, no, you have the wrong cup.
I never knew that. Lord, I'm gonna have to watch myself, Lord.
That is so funny. We planned for it. We were trying. Being on birth control for a long time, it did take, I would say it probably took like 3 months before we finally got a positive test. So I was kind of expecting it. I also had a subchorionic hemorrhage, but mine kind of happened like in the middle of my pregnancy. Well, not in the middle, but at the very beginning, probably the first 2 months or so, and then it went away. But yeah, we were planning for it, so it really didn't come as a surprise to us.
All right. So what are your expectations going into motherhood?
I'm scared out of my mind. I'm excited. We kind of said if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we would be happy either way. But I'm scared. We have a really big village around us, so I know I'll have plenty of help. But I'm also just kind of like, I'm still in shock mode. So.
I'm excited. Pregnancy is a crazy thing. You're like Danny's was saying, like your body, it just changes and it changes overnight. And I don't know, I'm really excited about it. As far as labor goes and things like that, I'm training myself not to go into it with a lot of fear, because I feel like that will just make your whole body tense up,
right,
and just make your labor more difficult. So it's called labor for a reason. It's not called labor because it's going to be the easiest thing you've ever done.
How has your boobs changed throughout your pregnancy?
Mine are just really sensitive right now. Anytime you touch them, or like if I'm brushing my hair and the brush like kind of goes on them, I'm like, oh, okay.
I had a lot of sensitivity at first, especially like around the nipples. And they're bigger. And I was a little worried because I also have implants. Oh. So I was like, okay, what is this going to do to my boobs? When I had my procedure done, I was very clear that I did want to breastfeed whenever the time came that I had a baby. So yeah, as long as your implant is underneath the muscle, you should be fine. But of course, again, I know my body is going to do what it wants to. Luckily, so far, I'm producing colostrum, so it looks like everything is functioning properly. I will say, Danny, be on the lookout because your nipples are going to get bigger. Your whole areola is going to get bigger. You're going to have like a salami areola.
Salami? I wonder why they get so huge, Lord.
I don't know either. I mean, this happened overnight too. I'm like, whoa, what is going on with my areolas? They're humongous. But and then it's so weird because now I'm developing my colostrum. So like at times I'll like give them a little squeeze and like stuff comes out and I'm like, whoa, that is so weird. But apparently kind of a little bit before you give birth, you can harvest it so that like when your baby is born, you already have something to feed them with. So I'm going to probably be doing that like around week 37, but always, of course, talk to your doctor about it because sometimes you can bring on early labor if you manipulate your boobs or start pumping or anything like
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know either. Candace is training me right now too.
Definitely don't pump because you can go into labor pretty early.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game, and I'm gonna ask you guys some breast milk questions. So whoever wins gets a baby prize. Feeding burns about how many calories a day?
I think it's like 500 to 700 calories. 500 to 700 calories or something like that.
I'll go with like 300.
So Candace won this one. It's actually 500 to 600 calories a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So the poorer the country, the less likely mothers are to breastfeed.
I'm gonna go with false. So if I have no money, I'm gonna rely on my breast milk.
I'm gonna go with false too.
Okay.
I can't say the opposite. I don't know. I don't want to say the opposite because I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you both are correct. A New York City restaurant sells cheesecake made out of breast milk. And the chef says it depends on what the mother eats. That's how the flavor is. True or false?
I'm gonna go with true. I'm gonna go with true.
It's true. That's some crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's crazy, but I mean, I don't know if I want to eat every mother's breast milk, but breast milk makes babies sleepy.
False?
Yeah, I was thinking false too.
It's actually true.
Oh.
It contains serotonin, and it's a hormone that makes babies sleep. So I wonder if you can give it to the child.
Babies being up all night.
You can lactate when you aren't pregnant.
True.
True, yeah, that's true.
Dang, you guys got that right. All right, okay. So next to prostitution, wet nursing is one of the oldest female occupations.
I'll go with true.
I guess I'll go with true.
Yeah, you're right. True.
I was gonna say, I can't think of what else it would be.
Right?
You can produce breast milk in your armpits. True or false?
False.
False.
True.
Oh, sick.
There's some people have duct glands or whatever you call it, glands in their armpits, and it can squirt out.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I don't know that I'd be like, here you go, baby.
Your nipples are sprinklers and have up to 15 holes in them when you're breastfeeding.
That's true. I'm surprised it's only 15.
So name two things that breast milk has been able to treat.
Congestion. You can put it in their nose.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can put it in their nose and their eyes. You put it everywhere, and it solves everything.
I knew you could put it on like it treats pink eye. I don't know what else though. I'm sure you could use it for anything. I heard you could put it on your nipples when your nipples are sore. What can't it treat? I don't know, but I can't think of any other uses I would have for it besides.
It can treat a lot of things. It can treat burns, like you said, eye infections, diaper rash. It can just reduce infection all around and heal wounds. So last question, guys. Some bodybuilders drink breast milk as a superfood.
True. I know that.
Really? I'll go with false because I've never heard of that in my life.
So actually, both you guys won, so I'm going to send you guys a gift card. There has been some weird cravings since you guys have been pregnant.
I don't necessarily have cravings for specific things, but I just really know what I want to eat that day.
I guess if anything, I do, which is weird because I didn't eat this before pregnancy, but have y'all heard of the Cookie Crisp cereal?
Yeah.
You haven't heard of that, Tasha?
No.
It's cereal that look like little tiny chocolate chip cookies. And I never ate that before pregnancy, but for some reason, I eat that if I'm craving something sweet every once in a while. But other than that, I haven't had any real cravings.
I hear people, they're like, oh yeah, I ate mayonnaise with a cake. It's always something crazy.
No, I've never done that.
Yeah, I've never had to do that either. I have more food aversion, so I have been really sick, and I smell everything. It's horrible. Like my dog, I just got a puppy. He's like my bestest little bud. I love him to death, and he just smells like a fart all the time. It's awful.
Oh, you got to put the puppy outside. Is the puppy outside?
No, he's upstairs with my husband right now, like just keeping him away from me.
That's too funny. I would say there's no really right way or wrong way to go about it. Just listen to your body. Have an open mind. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you. I know everybody has this birth plan and how they want to give birth and how they're going to go about their pregnancy. I know I have a birth plan, but plans don't always go as you thought they were going to. So whatever happens, it's meant for you. Just don't be hard on yourself. Make sure your partner is ready to be super supportive. And yeah, I think that's really it. Just have an open mind. Don't let everybody's, I have a lot of people who have told me how horrible my pregnancy, like early on, they're like, oh, it's still early for you. You're just wait until you're further along. You're going to experience this, but I really haven't had that, so you don't let what everybody else's experience was scare you. It's really a good experience. It's an amazing experience. Our bodies are amazing. So yeah, just go with the flow, because that baby is going to come out one way or another. And that's just how it just is what it is.
For me, specifically for breastfeeding, obviously I haven't done it yet, so I don't really know, but just from talking to my friends and other moms, there are a lot of people that'll tell you, no, breast is best, or you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way. And honestly, it's not up to you. It's up to your body. Some people can and can't produce breast, and sometimes the baby can and can't latch on, and it's not really your choice. It's up to your body. You have to be okay with whatever happens.
I have a few friends who, they had implants, and then after they had their baby, like nothing really happened to them. They looked the same. They didn't get, I don't know. They didn't change really. I don't think.
Good. They got good boobs then.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me, but it's whatever, whatever fears that I had pre-pregnancy, now that I'm pregnant, I'm just like, oh, I don't really care about that, like superficial stuff that used to matter to me. So I'm just like, oh, it is what it is. If I get like stretch marks on my boobs or whatever, it doesn't really bother me.
Just don't be too hard on yourself, because we're all just trying, and I think fed is best. And I'm definitely going to try to breastfeed, but if it doesn't happen, don't beat myself up too much about it. That's my advice to myself.